Welcome back to another video by StaticRay1. Today we take a look at the behind the scenes article for August 2015. What we can expect this month is a Grandmaster quest called The Light Within, POH, Vampyre and Prifddinas improvements, Fist of Guthix rework, fixes and quality of life updates, Death Lotus training, and some other news. Alright, so starting up is a brand new Grandmaster quest called The Light Within, and basically this quest revolves around rebuilding Siren to her former glory. And so you'll be visiting Runescape and wrestling with some difficult decisions and choice making that you will have to make, which will affect how she looks and how she acts and thinks. And if you successfully bring her back, what will your role be in the ancient song of creation, whatever that means? I'm not sure if it's going to be a brand new song in which will have to be produced, but some rewards will be some brand new spells and prayers, which the spells will be part of the ancient spellbook, and it will be designed to suit skillers, plus there will be some combat skills as well, but they will be suiting skillers for the most part. The combat spells include auroras, which are direct damage spells with effects that augment your support capabilities. So you'll place totem-like crystals that will affect other players as well, and so I'm guessing like a 3x3 square, if I'm not mistaken, something like that, and it'll save them from harm, supposedly. Then there's also a potent shield dome, which my guess is gonna be another 3x3 square, to shelter your friends from damage. So that's self-explanatory what the shield dome might be. It's something that would probably start from the ground and go upwards above the player's head. Then the skilling spells include Crystallize, which lets you lock a skilling node, boosting its XP gain and stopping its resource yield for the duration. So I think what that means is you can get more XP, but the amount of items you obtain is fewer than normal, if I'm interpreting that correctly. Then there's a Prism of Dowsing, which can enrich divine memories, and Rapid Growth, which lets you skip a growth stage for a plant, tree, or herb. So that's pretty cool. And then for the for the prayers, they will be with the ancient curses, so that'll be very handy to have. What they have to offer for the combat prayers are light and dark forms, which will boost the power of your Siren or Zeros aligned spells and prayers. Fortitude is a tanking oriented prayer, which you can have incredible defense buffs, but you won't be able to hit as much, I believe. And the Soul Link lets you share damage and healing received with another player. So like if you and another buddy are duoing or Axor, you can share damage and healing received with that other player. Then for skilling prayers, there's a superheat form, which you can automatically smelt or burn logs, or chronicle absorption, which you can convert chronicles to XP, which chronicles are obtained every now and then while ciphering divine memories. And some requirements in order to do this quest are a couple quests, and then 80 agility, 80 crafting, 80 divination, herb lore, prayer, and wood cutting. So train up your skills now if you are looking forward to that. Up next we got player owned house, Vampyre and Prifddinas improvements. So in the player-owned house, they're making some drastic changes. They're adding more theme flexibility, allowing you to mix up grounds, house, and dungeon types. So like on the ground floor, right, you would be able to have a possible dungeon on the ground and vice versa. And so they're adding some new ground textures too. So maybe right now there's just some bland grass. Maybe they'll add in dirt. Maybe they'll add in cement or concrete. Maybe they'll add in rocks or gravel. So who knows what they have up to offer for that, but that's pretty interesting. I'm glad they're adding some new ground textures. And you'll be able to switch between day and night modes. This is significant. This is, wow, I can't wait to see how this is gonna look between day and night modes, but only in your player owned house. It's not in the RuneScape world at all. So they've definitely mentioned in the past before that they don't foresee to have a day and night mode in the RuneScape world itself, because it would be a lot of work, and it just would not suit cycles correctly. And so then we'll notice that they've made some gameplay changes to make the construction scale more convenient. So that will be cool. No more I'm sure they'll still leave in the like creating dungeon oak doors as like an old method. I'm sure they wouldn't take that away, but they'll just add in some new training methods to do. And then inside Prifddinas, they're adding a new functionality to the max guild. Oh boy, here we go. You ready? Adding stuff like decanters, enchanters, and new portal locations. Now, I'm a little bit upset. New portal locations. What are they trying to do? Make this game more easy? Like, they've already gone up and above for adding so many portal locations to, you know, a boss monster, to skilling locations, and now they want to add in more. Come on, guys, let's just slow down here and take it easy, please. Then they're adding some improved, more advanced challenge rewards by adding a bunch of new stuff. And so moving on, there's some smaller improvements too, like adding crystal weapon drops to enemy, new golden rocks to sinkholes. That'll be nice. And let's see, they're also graphically reworking Mauritania, well, Marrakech in Mauritania for next month's quests. And so that's that. Moving on to Fist of Guthix Rework. They are fixing up Fist of Guthix. It's a great game about being hunted down. Don't confuse this mini game with Tears of Guthix, because there is a difference. Fist of Guthix, you are hunted, or you are hunting. Tears of Guthix, you're collecting tears in a little waterfall place. And they want to improve the game so it's easier to start and find opponents. And so they're changing the gauntlets that you can get from monsters, and made some of the equipment available as high-end free-to-play gear. They've also removed the Quaif rewards, making them player craftable like other leather armor. And they've placed them with a bunch of new gloves for rune crafting, fishing, and herb lore, which I'm still pretty sure it's not going to be something that will interest the members' eye. So moving on to fixes and quality of life updates. They're just saying it's not all about the epic quests. There are some awesome smaller updates that'll make a big difference this month. So there's 3 things they note off. 1, additional open action bars. 2, Iron Man players will be able to fight group bosses. And 3, completionist and trim completionist requirements. So additional open action bars. They're bringing us 4 fully customizable action bars out in full view, which I take from that they're adding in more bars which we can put our abilities on, so that'll be nice. Iron Man players will be able to fight group bosses, so they don't have to go solo all the time. They get to have a choice. So I'm sure Iron Man players will be excited for that. Completionist and completionist requirements are unavailable to Iron Man players, but will become available. Moving on to Death Lotus training. Basically, to start this off, you open up Treasure Hunter to get a Death Lotus scroll. The scroll shows a 4x4 grid of lethal feats of stealth, cunning, and skill, increasing in difficulty on each row. Everything from killing 10 enemies with throwing knives all the way up to assassinating Araxi Nex or the Calphite King. So it's a task completing stamps that you can get on Treasure Hunter over the week-long event to help fill out your scroll. So it seems like kind of a task list to me, and you can win prizes such as a cosmetic Death Lotus assassin outfit, cash bags, prismatic lamps and stars, and more. So yeah, it definitely seems like a task challenge to me, where okay, you got this item, you got that item, and so on and so forth, where you have to go about through the RuneScape world completing those assigned tasks you have been given and obtaining rewards. And in other news, they're just talking about they have some interesting content coming as we play around with Hearts of Ice, Solomon Swaggers into, and a bunch of new wonk animations and a huge summer sale. And that's about it. Then they mentioned their merchandise store. Over the next 7 days, there's a 25% discount on some of their most popular items, so take advantage of that if you want merchandise. But that's about it for this behind the scenes article, guys. Want to thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and remember to gain XP, for it is thy destiny.